Guys, I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. If you are new here, hello. If you're a returning viewer, also hello. Today we are doing a speed build. So let's go hop on right into that. Alright guys, this speed build was split up into 2 days. It was a lot. I wasn't sure what I was doing. And I built it while being on call with like multiple family members. So it was definitely interesting. Today I'm doing a speed build since I have a final. So by the time that you guys are watching this, I will either be finished with the final or starting. It really matters how my day pans out for the rest of this. Because I thought I was going to be done recording this video sooner and I was going to be finished organizing sooner. My life is a mess. My background's a mess. Everything's a mess. My brain has gone everywhere. Anyway, I think that this house is 4 bedrooms. I know I have a library slash office area, a lot of bathrooms, trying to make up for the lack of bathrooms as of late. I put a gazebo in the backyard. We had a pool. This was like a nice house, and it kind of gave a little bit more of a traditional house than anything else. Some of the floor layout is a bit wonky. Regret making the house so big, but also at the same time, it's amazing. So there is that. I know that we have a piano. There's a lot of sitting areas, which we know your Sims love to just take a nap, chill out, sleep, pass out on the floor, everything. So I did 2 adult bedrooms, a teen or child room, and then I did a toddler room because I was thinking, okay, well maybe you know you have your Sim's parents, your Sim, maybe their younger siblings in the house, or maybe a younger sibling, and then you're thinking of having kids soon, like kind of a legacy challenge. Like, this house would be pretty ideal for a legacy challenge. There's a lot of different skill building items, there's a lot of land if you needed to destroy something, there's a lot of landscaping. So this house would be really good if you were thinking of a legacy challenge. Because there is also a lot of floor space that could be filled. Like maybe you wanted to put more kids' toys around the house, or whatever you were thinking. But there's a lot of bathrooms, so your Sims shouldn't. I'm saying shouldn't um be like bumping into each other in the bathroom. There is 2 bathrooms in the sleeping quarters of the house, but then there's the bathroom by like the kitchen and the dining room, and then there's a bathroom in the study area. So it's kind of really nice. But you guys are going to see this floor plan layout a little bit better here in a few minutes. Um, I'm really, really proud of this house. I did use a buttload of packs. I'm sorry. There's no way I would have made this house in base game. Well, I could, but I am not as gifted as I wish I was with base game. But there's so many creative YouTubers who like know all the ins and outs of The Sims, and that could be because they've played for a long time, and you learn hacks as you've played for a long time. I have only been playing consistently within the past year. I did used to play a lot when I was younger, but like consistently building has been like within the last calendar year. Um, I definitely used to do like a lot more gameplay, so I know I shouldn't say a lot, but I know many gameplay hacks. Not as many build hacks. I'm definitely learning the ropes. I follow a lot of Sims 4 creators and I watch them and I learn from them. Like I watch May's Plays, Little Simsy, um, who else? I watch a lot of creators. I'm trying to think of who else and my brain is like going blank. Um, but a lot of them will just use the game and packs. So they're not using like mods, which don't get me wrong, I love a good mod, but some of our computers, especially if you're like me and you're playing on a laptop, cannot handle a beefy amount of mods, a lot of, uh, you know, casts. My brain's blanking of what it's called all of a sudden. But it's like where you can make your Sims look really pretty, or there's shading differences that you can make in game, and make the game look a little bit more realistic or a little less realistic if that's your vibe. So for the life of me, I am not remembering what it's called, but it's the cast stuff, or rendering differences. So I don't know. A lot of people like me don't have a good computer like that. Most of us are playing on a laptop. or we had just gotten a gaming computer. I want a gaming computer. I want to invest in a gaming computer eventually. That is my goal. But we're gonna hold up. It's because my game keeps crashing. But ever since we got a little update yesterday, I think with some bug fixes, I noticed that we don't have that room separator anymore. Also, the pack came out yesterday, so my game has been running a lot smoother since yesterday. I've also figured out how to prevent my game from crashing, and that's by doing this overhead eagle view for a good chunk of the build. It's not my ideal way of building. It's just not my favorite, but it does prevent like the switching around instead of, okay, well, I want to look at the bed side of the area, and then I want to look at the computer side, and then I want to look at this, and then I want to look at that. And it also forces me to focus on one room instead of being like, okay, I put the bed in this room, I'm gonna go jump to another room. It made me really, really, really want to finish up this room, and it's because a part of me, I used to take CAD classes in high school, so I would sit there sketching a room, like room layouts, going bam, 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 bam. Bed here, this, a desk, a chair, the door, um, maybe some entertainment stuff, stuff on the wall. And I would do like a lot of detail like that. I'd be like, okay, where could an area rug fit? How many different ways can I rearrange this room to have optimal floor space? That's actually how I rearranged my bedroom, is I went on The Sims. So I basically applied what I learned in CAD, and I made a one-to-one to my bedroom, and I figured out multiple different ways on how to optimize space of my floor. And honestly, it turned out pretty good. My bed's messy. So before I used to have my desk over there and my bed on this wall. And over there just wasn't ideal for me. I like my computer being next to the door because then I feel like I have the opportunity to leave my room. Like I know I can leave my bedroom. And I'm not just stuck at my computer all day. Plus, it was nice to have a window a little bit closer. Hmm, here's my TV and stuff was still over there in my dresser. It just felt more crowded because also at the front of the door, then I had my shoe stand right there. Oh my gosh, the amount of times I stuck my toe. And I just wasn't optimizing a lot of space because I had to leave that area open because I had that door right there. So I need a lot less space over here to be open for the main bedroom door. But over there also, I don't need a lot of stuff over there anymore. Like, I have a chair on this side that I keep, and that's really my big. That one was the biggest issue that I was having with. I am going to pull in one of my wheelie storage bins just because I'm in the way at the moment. So I want to change that. I think I might change out the storage bin that's in my closet and like switch lots for them. I'm just trying to organize stuff. I'm trying to clean stuff. Spring is coming, so I'm trying to get things organized. I've gone through the. I have a lot of stuff on my top shelf in my closet. I've stayed packed since I moved here, which is crazy because I've lived here for 2 years. But I went through all of that. I threw out stuff that I forgot about, that have no sentimental meaning, and that genuinely were broken and I was hoarding for no reason. Um, so I got rid of that. And it's not like stuff that I could donate. Like these were old hair extensions, old wigs, like these little figurines that were cute during Christmas. Um, But now they were just taking up space and they had like this waxy film on them for whatever reason. So I got rid of those. Um, and just things like that. And I did really go through and I was like, okay. So I also just rearranging stuff and reorganizing stuff. I was able to manage to fit 4 boxes worth of stuff into one box, which thank goodness, because those old boxes were falling apart. I've had those boxes for like 7 years because my family used to move around a lot, which is kind of the reason why I stay packed all the time, is because my family used to move around a lot. We were kind of switching homes like every year or so, so I never truly unpack. Um, just because I know I'll move eventually. So, and I like keeping boxes for that reason too, because I'm like, well, I'm gonna move eventually. Like, being 20 years old, I'm not gonna live in my grandparents' house forever. That's just facts. I'm actually thinking about moving out sometime this summer, maybe shortly after graduation. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll have to start pre-recording videos for that because graduation's in May. We got like 2 months till graduation, and they still haven't sent out anything about our cap and gown stuff, which I think is a little wild. I do, but I also know that they have been like crazy busy. And speaking of which, I'm gonna laugh if I just said that. Oh, fall graduates. Never mind. I'm not gonna be a fall graduate. Why are they sending out stuff for fall graduates? Spring graduate. Sorry, I'm like going through and I'm figuring out everything I possibly can just to make sure. Hey, my Hulu account. Sorry, sorry guys. I totally got sidetracked. Anyway, this house is really cute. I love how the dining room and kitchen turned out. I love, love, love putting the dining room in the kitchen. It feels so natural. Plus, Sims seem to get confused if I don't do that. Like they try and go, they'll sit on the couch either way. But I was trying to minimize that. I should have added a high chair just because I made a toddler's room and then I didn't add a high chair or a potty anywhere. So, whoops. Um, but oh my goodness. I loved mixing and matching all these different packs and it flowed really nicely. Like this house, don't get me wrong, it has like a traditional feel, but it also has a modern feel at the same time, which was so nice. Um, you'll feel the traditional feel once you see the paneling that I picked up. I have been obsessed with paneling lately. It's my favorite thing. I've been obsessed with houses from the 50s and 60s. I used to live in a lot of houses like that. So I'm pretty like used to paneling, um, broken houses, plaster walls, stuff like that, stuff with cracks, stuff with the ceiling bowing in. One time our ceiling actually fell. That was horrifying. One time my parents stealing in like their closet outside of their bedroom. I literally saw my cat walking in there and then the ceiling just fell. It was horrifying. Luckily the cat was okay. Like, I don't know exactly how he moved because I was just shocked that the ceiling was falling. Um, but he was okay there. He had no injuries or anything, which thank goodness. I think I probably would have screamed. He was a good cat. He really was. Um, and he just hopped out of there. And I picked him up and I was like, Mr. Stinky, are you okay? And I was checking him, I was patting him down. He was not the biggest fan of that. I just had to make sure that he didn't have any cuts. It was an older house, so a rusty nail could have been in there. Like, I panicked. It's okay. Oh my goodness. The air lately has been so dry. I have had 4 bloody noses today. It has been awful. Like, genuinely. I've been sitting here like, I know you're not supposed to lean your head back. I know you're supposed to lean it forward. It's a bad habit. Because when I was younger, my mom used to tell me to lean my head back. I'm going to assume to not get stuff on the floor. But if you actually lean your head back, it'll cause the blood to go down into your stomach, which could make you like vomit everywhere. So, where is that? Lean forward. But anyway, sorry, I'm giving you guys like little tidbits of advice. Although I don't always really get advice either because I'm like, oh. I do have 3 finals tomorrow and then a discussion due Sunday. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get my discussion done super duper fast. There wasn't anyone that I wanted to reply to, so I'm doing that Sunday. My teachers have been grading stuff like crazy, so I've been seeing my grades fluctuating, and it has been stressing me out because I don't do good on every single assignment. There's no way I can do good on every single assignment. Um, so if I look at this class, I feel my soul leaving my body. This teacher takes forever to grade. I am so upset because right now it says I have an A. I know I don't have an A. Um, but it's okay. It's okay. I know I don't have an A. There's no way I have an A. There's like one, two, three, four assignments that are 5 assignments that aren't graded. What the heck? I know I've graded. I mean, I know I've turned that in. I have. I'm gonna go crazy. I literally have. Sorry. You guys are gonna see me like crash out here in a minute. Um, it is A-okay. I just sometimes this teacher makes me cry because he'll say that stuff's due and then I have no link to it. It is A-okay. I want to go. And then it says no submission available and I'm sitting here like, what? Where do I find this? It's okay. I'm just going crazy. I might fail this class, which kind of stresses me out because I need this class to graduate. So there's that. Genuinely, like I am at the most I can do. Um, and I feel my heart like palpitating at the moment because I'm like, did I get this assignment done or not? Man, college is stressful, guys. Genuinely, like sometimes I'll sit here and I'll just have a full-on breakdown because I'm like, did I turn this in? It's really difficult. Cred nuggets. Okay, I did turn in that. See, I know I turned this stuff in. I was like, please, oh please. See, okay, I did. He just hasn't graded it yet. My heart sunk. Sometimes I do this when I'm like doing speed builds because I'm sitting here like I could go ghostly white with your grades. So I used to be really bad in school when I was younger. I think I got like F's on almost every single assignment, and it was bad. But that's because I couldn't read and no one knew. I'll be right back. Anyway, back to the app. I couldn't read. Um, so one, I couldn't read and I couldn't see. I'm dyslexic. That's the big thing. Um, so I couldn't read, I couldn't see. Uh, basically anything that you could think of my friend I couldn't do. Um, like my mom had 2 kids before me who excelled in reading. They were extremely good at reading, writing, math. Came along, and everyone was telling her like, don't compare her to the other kids. Like she's probably like you're probably just comparing her to those two, and she's probably just an average kid. So my mom's like, yeah, she's an average kid. Although she had a little inkling that I had dyslexia, but she wasn't too sure. Because it wasn't something that was talked about a lot until I want to say dyslexia became a prominent conversation in the 2010s, 2012s. And then I was being homeschooled at that time, so I couldn't have gotten tested. Because the school beforehand said that my mom would have had to pay $500 to get me tested to get a result. So then we moved to this better school, who was going to test me for free. Um, so I got tested, got diagnosed. It was awful. I honestly don't remember anything about it. I'm just teasing. Um, but it was fine. I honestly very, very grateful that I went through that testing. And then my mom, for some reason, refused to believe that I couldn't see. Because my brother had gotten glasses and explained, like, oh, and I don't have my glasses on. Oh my gosh, my eyesight's worse than I remember. Um, the trees look like that they're clumped together. And I went, what? And then my older brother showed me a picture of a clear tree and a blurry tree. Um, and I was like, the blurry tree is how my eyes look. And everyone thought, I was faking it because my older brother just got glasses. And suddenly I wanted to copy him, is what they thought. So I didn't get glasses until 6th grade when I had started showing very big signs of needing glasses from 1st grade. So there was that. I definitely need them in kindergarten, but kindergartners, you just sit there and you're like, you know, maybe they're just struggling to read and write. Like you kind of think other things or recognizing people's difficult just because they're little, but either way. Um, I think I'm gonna pop off and stop talking to your guys' ears about not seeing, dyslexia, everything. So, go on to the outro, and I will see you guys in 1 second. Hello, guys. I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. If you are new here, hello. If you're a returning viewer, also hello. Today's build was called Large Home in the Sims 4 Gallery. If you want to check that out, look at Wicketfred. I also will put details down in the description below. Thank you all so much for making it to the end of this video. I hope you all like, comment, subscribe, hang out, whatever you want to do. Anyway, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.